Is that the provider of codes? Yes. That would be me. Welcome to the live stream where we're going to give you advice for how to start off the new year right. Let's get that right foot forward and then put the left foot in front of that and then put the right foot in front of that. All right, we're gonna march straight down this year and have a good one. That's what I want to inspire you to do today. All right, you heard? You heard? Yep. That's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing today. All right, that's what I want to hear. Jolly salad. I feel inspired already. That's good. You feel inspired already? Me too. That's me. Cody Double G in the flesh. Coming at you live from Japan. I am the man with a plan, and I'm going to share it with you. We're going to motivate ourselves to conquer this new year and form a new generation. You heard? You heard? Give me a little shout in the chat if you heard. I need to know if you heard me. You heard? Very inspiring, says Robin Leonardo. That's right, very inspiring. All right. So what's it going to be? What are we going to do? Are we going to get some questions rolling into the chat? Are we going to get some advice here going or not? Because if the answer is no, then let me know right now, straight up. I will end the stream right now. I don't even care. 6 minutes in, 6 minutes, 20 seconds. I'll end it right now. I don't care. So if you don't want any advice to get this new year started on the right path, if you want to stay on your rocky road on the side of the hills, then that's up to you. That's your prerogative. But if you want some advice to take this opportunity and throw it like a fastball, Kurt Schilling style, straight through the stratosphere and bust out of this year with a new coat of paint on your flesh, then you better start interacting in that chat window so I can make some motherfucking content. Alright? Alright? You heard? You heard? Nicekanent says, damn, fuck yeah, Code. Long time viewer. Hope you're well and up to date with the One Piece. This is ridiculous. That has nothing to do with the topic of the stream. I'm pissed. I am not up to date with the One Piece. I am not reading One Piece. I have not read One Piece in 2 years. Maybe I should read it. People are telling me it's good. But I stopped reading it when they started talking about jumping forward in time. What's all that about? Why is there time travel in my pirate adventure story? I got pissed at Eiichiro Oda. The guy copy and pasted the same arc over and over again. Alabasta. And then the Don Quixote arc, and then immediately following the Don Quixote arc was the Big Mom arc, where he had this effectively the same power, the same thing going on, the same devil fruit, but somehow they're different. On Don Quixote's island, they had the puppets and shit with the girl Sugar with the grape finger things, and then you go to Big Mom and she takes people's souls and shit and puts them into things. It was the same thing. And then he tries to do something different, and what happened? We're jumping forward in time. He lost the plot. He completely lost the plot. It's insane. So, no, I've not been reading One Piece. I am no longer a One Piece fan. Alright? At the moment. Maybe if I catch up, I'll change my mind. Maybe I will update that opinion. But as of right now, man, One Piece, big sad. Very disappointing. Alright? You heard? So you want to talk about something else? You can talk about something else. You want to talk about One Piece? You get the fuck out of here. Because that's not what we're talking about today. That is not what we're talking about today. You understand me? You understand? Do you understand? It looks like you guys don't understand. We got no likes on the video. We've got nothing popping in chat. Nobody wants any advice. I don't know what to do. Nobody wants any advice anymore. I was under the impression that people actually wanted advice. What am I supposed to do? Wash my dishes? Am I supposed to wash the dishes? I guess I can do that. I can wash the dishes. All right, finally we've got our first question. Finally taking this stream seriously, so we have a topic we can focus on. So let us focus on the topic at hand. Question coming from Uzumaki Clan 7798. All right, what is the question, buddy? What are some things I can do in order to help myself become irresistible to all women, including lesbians? Well, you've got to get filthy rich. You got to get filthy rich and then flaunt your wealth. That will attract women. Unless you look like Hody Jones, then maybe it won't work anyway. Then maybe it won't work out. As long as you're not looking like Hody Jones and you've got money, it should be pretty easy to get with any woman you want. Because at the end of the day, what do women want? They want money. Because why? Because money is power and stability. And that's what women want. They want a man who's powerful and is stable. Because ultimately, even if they don't know it yet, they're looking for a man who can protect and serve the family. They're looking for a man who has everything and is willing to give everything to her. So I would actually suggest just avoiding women entirely, even if you have a lot of money, because that's what they're after. They're after the dough. They're after the dough, baby. There's no love. There's no such thing as love. Love's not going to happen. Everything is biology, just animals following their instincts. And before, when we were in the jungle, they were going after the strong. Now they're going after the rich, or at least financially stable. Wow, that is literally the only question we've gotten. I may have to end the stream right now. This is unbelievable. Am I supposed to just keep talking about that topic? Or are you guys ready to move on to another question, another topic? If you're not ready to move on, maybe I'll just wash my dishes, you know? I'll just wash my dishes here. You know what? Let me show you something. Yesterday, I went to a knife shop. And I've got something here. I've got a knife. I've got a beautiful knife. Wow. Incredible. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Would you look at that? Absolutely gorgeous. Can you see that? Are you getting a picture on that? Are you seeing this? We got this rough black top, pounded steel, hand pounded. Then we've got this beautiful decorated polish on the sharpened end of the blade. Absolute work of art. I got this knife so I can cut some raw meat and cut it beautifully. Wow, this is a marvel, a true marvel. It has a couple scratches on it though already, which is concerning. I haven't even used it yet to cut anything. It already has a couple like little scratches on it. It just came like that. Am I supposed to take this back to the shop and be like, yo, I don't want to mess around with scratches on my blade. But overall, pretty pristine, pretty nice. Get a dishwasher for real. Yo, fuck you. Here's some advice. Wash dishes by hand, you lazy cunt. Alright? Why do you need a dishwasher? I'm a single man. There aren't that many dishes to wash, okay? If you've got a family, you got 5 kids, maybe you need a dishwasher. If you're a single man, you should not be using a dishwasher. Alright, put on some music, put on a podcast, wash those dishes. It takes like 10 minutes or less. Ridiculous. Anyway, boom, the knife. Holy shit. This chat, man. This is the worst chat I've ever had, actually. I'm very disappointed. Everyone's leaving now, too, just because I'm calling you out for your on your shit. I'm calling you out on your shit, and then you're leaving, you know? What do you think this is? You think this is a one-way street? No, this is a two-way street, buddy. This is a two-way path. You need a give and take. Push and pull. If you don't give, how can I give back? How can we play catch with no ball? Alright. Anyway, that's my knife. Bro, I do not want to go to work tomorrow. Any legit passive income ideas? Damn. Out of nowhere, after I insulted the fuck out of chat, we get a $10, or sorry, $9.99 donation from Connor. Yo. Dude, you just saved this stream. Insane. We are off to the races. Advice kicking in. Let's see. Any legit passive income ideas? Well, YouTube is... Well, I guess that's not really passive though, right? YouTube is actually pretty active income, but I think in the beginning it's going to take the most work, and in the beginning you have to bust your ass and sacrifice the time and commit the work and make consistent content, and you won't get views and your videos won't be seen, and you just got to stick to it, and you just got to believe in your content. And if you have an idea and you can make some consistent quality content and you stick to it, I think you can be successful. And then if those videos are good and they have longevity, then you'll continue to make money from those videos. So then it becomes passive income, right? A lot of my videos were topical for just that week, right? Like the One Piece chapter reviews and stuff like that. So that's kind of totally different because people are not really going to go back and watch old chapter reviews. People are going to watch the latest stuff. So those became kind of dead videos. But if you can make a YouTube channel where you actually have content that, you know, sticks around, that people continue to go back to, then it becomes passive income, right? So that's one idea. And if you didn't want to do YouTube, you could also go into TikTok. I think TikTok is pretty much, it's not the same, but it's very similar to YouTube, and it takes a lot less work. And if you upload consistently to TikTok, you get more and more views. I've actually started to upload a couple videos to TikTok in Japanese to get into that Japanese market, because I'm a foreigner who can speak Japanese. So I thought, hey, maybe I can get popular in Japan, who knows. So basically, online content creation in the beginning is not passive, but it can turn into serious passive income. That's one thing. Now, mind you, this is coming from somebody with zero passive income. I don't have passive income. So you might have asked the wrong person here. But, you know, I'm going to do my best here. I'm going to do my best. What's another way to make passive income? Buy Bitcoin and pray that it isn't a giant Ponzi scheme. All right? Buy Bitcoin and just sit on it for 4 or 5 years. I'm not an expert. You could lose your money. Don't do any investments based on anything I say. I've never invested any money on anything in my life except for Hold on. Except for this copy of Harmful Park. All right, I do have this copy of Harmful Park. So if you want to call that an investment, you can call that an investment. But that's all I've ever done, really. Harmful Park. So I have a copy of Harmful Park, but I do not own any crypto. But it seems like I probably should be buying crypto, and then that's not really consistent monthly income, but in the long term, judging by the way things are going, maybe you should make money, and it's passive because all you had to do was buy Bitcoin, and then that's all you had to do. So that's another idea. So we got what we covered: crypto, online content creation. You could write a book, and I'm working on a few books, but it doesn't have to be like an original novel. It doesn't have to be some. There's tons of people who have who have content on this. Like I've looked into this before when I was thinking about publishing a book, where you do some research on like topics that people are searching for on Google and like Amazon results and stuff, and do some research on topics that are widely searched for. And then if you find a topic that has a lot of searches and not too much like writing available in that field, then you could just write a book in that subject. Like some people do that. They'll write even if you're not an expert, they'll do the data analysis, find the need in the market, and then self-publish a book on Amazon in that field that you think has a need, right? And then you can just start printing money because people will buy that book, right? So that's another idea. I mean, like, I think the idea of passive income is kind of wonky because all of them involve upfront work. You have to bust your ass in the beginning, right? Besides just stocks or crypto or something like that. Sure, you could just buy something and hold, and then that's the easiest thing to do. But because it's the easiest way to do it, it has the highest risk. Whereas if you spend more time on something and you bust your ass and you produce a product and you help people and you add value to society, then after you do the work up front, then you can get some passive income. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I know what you mean, though. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to work either. I got work in 2 days. Tomorrow's my last day off. And you know what? Truth is, my girlfriend has been crashing here for the past 3 days, and I'm fucking tired. She pissed me off today. She put an alarm for 9:30. After yesterday, I met her parents and we drank alcohol, and I usually don't drink alcohol nowadays. And I just wasn't feeling well. I couldn't really get to sleep well. My whole flow was off because I didn't eat what I normally eat. I drank, and I really needed to rest. I couldn't sleep for 2 hours. I finally got to sleep. I was sleeping, and then the fucking alarm goes off. I couldn't believe it. Fucking set an alarm. So I'm kind of just tired. I don't feel like I was actually able to rest that much this holiday because she was just constantly here. Yeah. Anyway, those are 3 ideas. There aren't any more questions, so I guess I can think of more ideas because nobody else is asking anything. What's another way to make passive income besides content creation, book publishing, selling clothing with a site like Teespring or something? But I think that's really hard. Like, I don't sell that much clothes, even though there are people who follow me and stuff. Then again, I don't make that many designs, so theoretically, if you were making tons and tons of designs, you would have more reach on their website, and you would be able to make more sales solely through Teespring, even if you didn't do much cross promotion with other platforms. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe I should make more designs. But anyway, man, I hope you got some ideas there, because I appreciate the contribution. Because nobody else is asking anything. How are we gonna continue this stream here? Wild, man. Alright. Uzumaki Clan responded to what I said. He said, women and children are loved unconditionally. Men are loved for what they have and can provide. That's true. Women and children are always given priority by default, particularly women. Our society actually values women more than children. Women have the special protection. They've got affirmative action. You know, in the literal sense, and also, you know, not literally, but yeah, there is a push for women in society, and nobody gives a shit about men. If you're a man, you're on your fucking own, because you're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to not complain. You're supposed to fight. You're supposed to come out on top. You're supposed to be a winner. You're supposed to be a leader. If you're a woman, like, well, you're not supposed to do anything. You can do whatever you want, and people are going to support you and love you. You're going to be a fucking queen. And after you bang around 50, 60 men, you can find a husband to leech off of. That being said, I'm glad I was born a man. I wouldn't want to be a woman, all things considered. I prefer the struggle. Not that there are no women who struggle. Of course, there are also struggles for women. But, you know, it's nothing showing a little cleavage on Twitch can't solve. I feel like it's really, really easy for speaking of passive income, it's really easy for chicks to make money online. Really fucking easy. There's so many thirsty nerds that'll just pay you money to play the same game they're playing. Yeah. Not to mention OnlyFans and shit like that. Do you think getting married and having kids to have happiness is outdated? Yes and no. Personally, for me, I look at kind of the way the world is today, and I wouldn't want to bring another life into it. I see things going downhill from here. I don't have a positive I don't have a positive feeling about the future as far as the world is concerned. It's getting darker and darker out there. So having kids right now just kind of seems cruel. At the same time, every animal on Earth solely lives to reproduce. That is what we are here to do. That is our mission. Some animals, like the fucking praying mantis, as soon as they have kids, the male gets eaten by the female because he's already served his purpose. He's completed his quest, and he has no reason to live anymore. Right? So you got animals like that are fine with dying as long as they were able to reproduce. So if you think about it, maybe getting married and having kids is the only real way to be happy. So, maybe that's true. At the same time, I think that it depends on the person. And I think if you're somebody with a lot of passions, or even just a passion for one thing, and you really love it, and you think you could spend the rest of your life doing it, like an artist or something like that. So, what am I saying? Sorry, man, I'm fucking tired. Yeah, so if you have a passion that you're happy pursuing, and you feel like you could spend your life doing it, whether it's art or music or a trade like building furniture or hunting or whatever it may be, then I don't think you need kids to feel fulfilled. Because following that passion, I think, is probably fulfilling. For me, it's kind of tough because I think I have many different hobbies, I have many different interests. There are many things I like to do, I'm curious about. I love music, art, etc., but I'm not actually pouring myself into one of those skills. I'm not the best artist out there, and I'm certainly not the most hardworking at all. I think I could actually be really successful as an artist, probably, if I just busted my ass and made a lot of fucking art and just released a lot of fucking art and posted a lot of art. I could even make an art YouTube channel, actually, now that I think about it, like 1000 or Slew. Well, not like 1000. 1000 goes above and beyond. That guy's channel is insane. His production quality and the work he puts into just the video production is unmatched. So, but anyway. So basically, if you're a basic bitch, maybe having kids is the only way to be happy. But if you've got other things that you love in life, then you might not need kids. I don't know. I'm only 26. At the moment, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids, but that could change. Who knows? If you're hot, you can make an OnlyFans, bro. Thanks, bro. I know actually Hiding in My Room made an OnlyFans, right? And people actually paid him. But that's because he actually had a large percentage of his viewers that were female, right? I don't have a female audience, so I wouldn't be able to capitalize on it and make an OnlyFans. I need to up my female demographic first. Connor coming back with a little comment here. Book idea is legit. I'm a journalism grad working in PR now. Industry can be a bit cliquey, but it's all right for a starter job out of college. Did I pick retard degree, or is this just life out of school? I wouldn't say you picked a retard degree. It depends on what you think about journalism, right? If you really love journalism, and that's a passion of yours, and you enjoy doing it, then of course it's not a retard degree, because you're following something that you enjoy, and if you can enjoy your work, then that's the best thing in life, right? Because most people, you go to sleep for around 8 hours, maybe less, you work for 8 hours, you got 16 hours down the drain, and then you've got to eat, you got to cook, you got to clean, you got to commute between all the fucking chores you're doing in your life. How much free time do you have in a day? Maybe 4 hours, maybe less, maybe 1 fucking hour. So most people, if you're not enjoying your job, then you're not enjoying more than a couple hours of your fucking day. So if you can actually follow something that you're really interested in, and you can find the joy in your work, then nothing about that is retarded. Like, nothing about that is wrong. I think it's fine to pursue any degree if it's something you enjoy and it's something you can follow and like build on. At the same time, you're saying you don't want to go to work and you don't like your job. So if you're not that into journalism, maybe you fucked up and you gotta take a U-turn and try to find something that allows you to benefit from the degree without directly necessarily going into journalism. Like, I have an English degree, and the English degree allowed me to come to Japan and find jobs teaching English. It's very hard to do that if you don't have a bachelor's degree. So I didn't directly really do something with my degree, but the degree allowed me to do things I want to do in Japan. So whatever the case may be, it is good to have a degree, especially internationally. I think in America it matters less and less, but in other countries that's like a basic requirement if you wanted to start working in Asia, for example. You should make art videos. I remember one video you made where you talked about your sketches, and I got into the song Pizza Day by the Aquabats because of that video. Huh. That's wild. Do I have a video like that? I forgot making a video like that. I made so many videos, man. My viewers remember more videos than I do, which is kind of cool, but also kind of sad, because that means I was spending so much time making videos that I don't even remember, you know? So I guess they weren't that important to me. Trouble Path says, love that new grads are already expected to have 3 years of working experience. Yeah, it's interesting. It's actually not like that in Japan. New grads in Japan are what companies seek out because the work culture here is totally different. Where companies want to hire new graduates the same way I recommend dating virgin girls, because if a girl doesn't have much experience, she's not going to cheat on you, etc., etc. She's going to be loyal. It's the same way with companies in Japan. They try to find virgin workers, people who've never had another job, so they don't have anywhere else to compare the company to. So they're more likely to devote themselves to the company, stick around with the company. They're very unlikely to quit the job. And most Japanese people stay with the same company that they got in after university. They stay there their whole lives. So it's completely different than in America. So in America, university degree doesn't really matter so much anymore, but in Japan, it still does, because that's the way they hire you, and most people are going into those traditional companies, and so most people basically just need to get into a good university, get a good degree, good grades, and then they'll be set for life. It's still like that in Japan, which has its pros, has its cons, right? I prefer the way it works in America, where we're just kind of realistic about it, because we understand that your university experience is jack shit, and you spend most of your time in university partying or playing games or whatever the fuck, and it's really not a big deal to get a degree, I think. Where in Japan, I think even though they also know the university degree doesn't mean you learned anything or you know anything, they don't care, because the only thing that they're testing is your work ethic. So the people who get into the best schools here and pass those fucking crazy hard tests to get into the universities, because they have to take entrance exams, right? You probably know that from anime. Because of that whole process, they really just see who are the hardest workers, who are the people who are going to bust their fucking ass, you know, without complaining, etc., etc. So I think the university system in Japan allows companies to identify the hardest workers in the country. So like the Tokyo University graduates, they're not the smartest people in the country, they're just the hardest workers in the country from a very young age. And yeah, that's a little bit of a difference between Japan and America when it comes to that. Damn, this is the least active chat, man, for real. We've got like 20 messages this entire stream. What am I gonna do today? I'm gonna go to the gym and then buy some meat, test my new knife. I want to make like a really finely sliced beef tartare, French style. That's what I want to do. Plumpy says it's hard to catch streams. I'm either working or sleeping. Well, you're here now, Plumpy, so welcome. I'm probably going to end it soon because this chat is extremely meek and quiet. Oh man. Would you ever move to another country again? If I had a really good reason to, I would. I think it would be really fun to live in Europe. I would have to be very careful about the country because I think the corona situation has really revealed which countries in Europe have respect for human decency, respect for freedom, and definitely not all of them. Like, I would love to live in Italy, but the government is fucked. So, out of all the countries in Europe, what's the most livable place? Maybe like Finland, Norway, I don't know, Hungary? Not sure. But I think I could live in Europe, I think. Huh. I could see myself even living in Armenia one day if the situation changed a little bit. Let me ask you a question. What's the nastiest smelling thing in Japan? I can't really remember the last time I smelled something really nasty. So I don't know. Last night, there was puke all over the bathroom stall, but it didn't even smell that bad. Like, I don't know. My nose is kind of like stuffed. Maybe that's why. I'm not smelling so well lately. Any advice for someone that doesn't have long-term goals? Hey man, I don't have long-term goals either. I just try to accomplish something every day. If you have a day where you just don't do shit and you just wasted the whole day, you know, if you're fine with it and you don't feel bad, and like, whatever, that's fine. Be happy, enjoy your life. But if you have a day where you don't do shit, I don't know about you, but I kind of feel shitty. So I want to at least do something every day where it feels like I accomplished something, so that if you can do something, if you can accomplish something every day, then you're accomplishing at least 365 things per year, and you're going somewhere. So even if you don't have clear long-term goals, you can make little short goals for each day, and if you do those short goals, you're going to get somewhere, I think. And then along that process, we may find a long-term goal, right? Do you still play chess? I haven't been playing often, but I've played chess since I was 2 years old, so it's hard to forget. I'm always going to be reasonably good at chess, I think. And I get better at it with practice, but I haven't played in like 3-4 months, so probably not good anymore. Gotta get, you know, I'm still rusty. I'm rusty right now, but yeah, I've never totally quit chess. I like chess. Chess is in my blood. That is not an advice question, though. That has nothing to do with the topic of the stream, with the question at hand. I think I'm going to end the stream at 1 hour. Right now we're at 46 minutes. So, Sora says, thanks for the advice. I'm glad we made some positive impact today. however small it may be. Maybe we change the life today. Maybe Sora goes on to accomplish something every day and then becomes a fucking scientist and cures cancer. You never know. I could have just cured cancer with this stream. Indirectly. Code, you done with the whole anime manga thing? Again, not an advice question. Get a chance to watch the new... Guys, I don't fucking watch superhero movies. They're all the same. All the same shit. Superhero movies suck. I don't care about effects. I care about good writing. I care about story. I care about unique ideas. I am not interested in Marvel movies, DC movies. Don't give a shit. I'm gonna start a new channel about manga, I think, actually. I think I'm gonna get back into making manga videos. So stay tuned for that. Circuberg says, just got here. How you been live? How long you been live? I've been live for 47 minutes, and I've stated that I'm going to end the stream at the 1 hour mark. So if you do the math, there are 13 minutes left of this stream. So use your time wisely. Ask away. We have saved lives already today. And we're gonna keep doing it. Keep doing our part. This stream is a good place to figure out how to ask a not stupid question. That's a good point. That's a good point. If you ask a stupid question, I'll let you know. That's for sure. Ask a stupid question, I'll let you know. I'll call it straight how I see it, you know. But it's not looking like we've got it. You know, maybe I end the stream even earlier than planned because I'm not getting nothing here. This is crazy. But I appreciate. Shouts out Connor with the super chat out of nowhere. Really appreciate it, buddy. Shouts out Connor, hero of the stream. We've got a question here. What are your thoughts on losers back homes? How do you avoid becoming that when you move to Japan? I don't know what that means, man. So maybe that's a stupid question. I don't know how you define a loser. What's a loser? I guess it's somebody who doesn't win. But then what's winning? Winning means different things to different people. Some people want to get rich. Some people just want to have a modest life. Some people want to just win in Halo Infinite on free-for-all multiplayer, which I did several times today. I was a fucking animal on free-for-all. I went 25-6. It was nuts. Just destroyed people. But yeah, so winning means different things to different people. Being a loser means different things to different people. One man's loser might be another man's hero. I'm sure I look like a loser to a lot of people. Alright. So I don't know. How do you avoid becoming a loser? I guess you try not to lose and you try to win, baby. You try to win. It's what Japanese call English teachers. Is that right? I've never encountered a Japanese person who calls English teachers losers. Pretty sure it depends on the person. You know, person to person. Like, there are a lot of English teachers in Japan that are losers. But I don't think they all are. I've met plenty of English teachers here that are really cool people. I've met plenty that are losers, from my perspective. But at the same time, a lot of those losers are happy with their lives. So it doesn't matter if I think they're a loser. It doesn't fucking matter. Because they're enjoying their life. They're winning. From their perspective, they succeeded. Like, I knew a guy who was a teacher, and he went on OkCupid, and he he started messaging one fucking girl, and the first girl he started messaging who responded to him, he ended up meeting her when she lived like tens of hours away. He had to fly there, and then she flew to him and he flew to her, and he ended up marrying her, and now they have a kid, and he's working full-time as a teacher, you know, like, so he married the first woman who basically responded to him on a dating website. So to me, he's a fucking loser. But to him, he's just fucking succeeded. That's what he wanted to do in life. He wanted to find a wife, have a kid. Maybe he's going to make more kids. So, you know, it's all about perspective. I've never heard Japanese people flat out you know, call English teachers losers. And if they do, who cares? You know, who are these people who calling English teachers losers? What are they fucking doing? Are they working at the convenience stores scattered around Japan? 24-hour fucking convenience stores making $7 an hour? You know? Plenty of Japanese people who are fucking losers. So, you know. James Abdallah apologized for asking a question that was not advice related. So I appreciate the apology. Thank you, James. There we go. Some civil discourse in the chat here. We've got an apology from James Abdallah. Thank you, James. I appreciate the apology. I feel so unmotivated to do anything. Got any advice? I've struggled with making real friends my entire life and keeping those bonds. What is your advice on this? Oh man, you got a bunch of questions now. I was planning on ending the stream, but we might have to go overtime here. Unmotivated. Motivation is bullshit. People think they need motivation to do things, but you don't need motivation. Your problem is that you've probably built up bad habits and you spend too much time in the swing of those bad habits. So for example, I don't know you, but maybe you've just been browsing YouTube and then you saw my stream and you popped into the stream. Maybe you've been watching YouTube for the past 2 hours today, who knows? Just for example, even if that's not true, just for example, that's a bad habit that you need to cut out of your daily schedule. And you need to replace. How do you fix bad habits? Well, you replace them with good habits. So you got to think of something productive that you think you should be doing. It could be reading a book. It could be walking outside every morning for some fresh air and sunshine. It could be fucking anything that you think is actually good for you, that you think you should do. And then try to push yourself to, when you want to do the bad habit, when you're about to do the bad habit, force yourself to stop and just go do the good thing instead and try to build a good habit. And so if you fill your day with good habits, then you don't need motivation because you're just automatically doing good things. And then, because you're doing so many good things that make you feel good, you're going to be motivated. So that's one thing. Another thing is you might be eating a shitty diet. So if you're eating a lot of fucking rice or bread or pasta or grains, you're eating a fucking peasant diet designed to keep slaves alive and working, but is also designed to not to allow them to thrive and actually be healthful. So maybe you want to adjust your diet, eat more high nutrient dense foods and less bare bone grains and sugars. So those are two ways to get more motivated. And about making real friends, there are no real friends. Real friends don't exist. People will always fucking betray you. It's very tough. I shouldn't say there are no real friends, but it's very tough to make real friends. I can't even give advice on that. My advice would be have a brother. Because my brother is really my only guaranteed real friend. And I have one other friend, or, that I consider a real friend. But nothing can top a brother. I'm very lucky to have a brother. If I didn't have a brother, I don't know how my life would be. If you don't have a brother, I feel sorry for you, because it's going to be very tough for you to make real friends. But you know what? If you're open, if you trust people, give and you'll receive, If you're friendly and you're open and you trust people and you do things for other people, then they're going to give you some positivity and reciprocation, If you push out positive, good feelings out into the world to other people, that's a good first step to try to get some real friends. How hard is it to get weed in Japan? Probably not too hard, but I am not a drug user. Hey Code, I met you years back at Anime Boston in 2012 or 2013. Glad to see you doing good. Hey man, that's really cool. Glad to see you pop into the stream after all these years. Welcome back. That's pretty cool that you met me literally 10 years ago. It's crazy, man. Time goes by fast. I heard that part-time pastor for weddings is a good gig in Japan if you're white. Would you do that, and would you recommend it if that job is attainable? I've never actually heard of that before. So I'm going to look into that, because if that pays a lot of money, I would totally do that. I've never heard of that before. Code, why is Anime Land better than Korea for you to move in? Because Korea sucks. It's dirty. Like, Korea's filthy. I feel like they're more fake people. It feels kind of like Hollywood, where everyone's obsessed with themselves and getting plastic surgery, and it's just I felt like it was a very, like, self-centered, dirty country when I visited. Also, the language sounds atrocious. I hate the sound of Korean. My ears are already accustomed to Japanese because of growing up watching anime, I guess. So I can't stand Korean. It just sounds like unpleasant. Nothing against Koreans. Like, I've met plenty of great Koreans, but I met them all in Japan. So there's a reason why they were in Japan too. They also like Japan better than Korea. Do you still gamble? Not lately. Not lately. But I have been known to participate in some underground games, Kaiji style. Are Japanese women the same as Western ones? No. They are Japanese. They are not Western. And with that thought, I'm going to end the stream. That was a good hour. I'm going to try to keep these short maybe from now on. I don't want to sit here for too long reading your dumbass comments. And we did not really have a lot of activity in the chat, but I will thank you all for being here on this fine Monday or Tuesday, not Monday, Monday morning. I should go do the things that I want to do. Yeah. Not getting a response from a friend of mine. I need to know what the plans are tomorrow. He better not fuck me, because I didn't make any plans tomorrow, because I'm expecting him to make the plans for tomorrow. So if he doesn't come through, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I guess I'll just lay around and die. Anyway. Shit, man. I gotta get out of here. I've been in my house since morning. I gotta go out. I gotta go out into the world. I gotta get out into the world.